Here's a riddle for you. What is a car-based, van-based car? Well, it's this, a Volkswagen Caddy. A bit like a Citroën Berlingo or a Ford Tourneo Connect. It's a super boxy, super sensible people carrier that is based on a small van. That, folks, makes it a van-based car, but Volkswagen's latest Caddy van is based on the same mechanical and chassis bits as a Volkswagen Golf, which makes it a van that's based on a car. Make sense? Probably not. Anyway, this one was £32,500 when it was new, but it's now a couple of months old, has covered a measly 2,000 miles, and it's now just under £26,000, a saving of £6,500. That's a holiday to the Maldives. And when you get back from the Maldives, we can dream, right? You'll have a car that is as practical as a commercial vehicle, with its sliding doors, loads of space and storage areas coming out of your ears, but with the sophisticated ride and handling of a mainstream family hatchback. Sounds good, right? What's more, you can have a standard Golf or Focus size 4.5 metre long Caddy that is either 5 or 7 seats, making it one of the most compact 7-seaters around. This, though, is the Maxi version, and it is 35 centimetres longer, comes with 7 seats as standard, and being a little bit bigger, you get a bit more space. It's not the most glamorous of things to look at, especially in washing machine white, otherwise known as Candy White by Volkswagen. That's the official name. But if you want to get this sort of space and practicality in an SUV, you're going to have to get something much, much bigger, and it will cost a lot more money. And besides, if you want a little more brightness in your life, you could always opt for one of the more interesting colours, such as copper bronze, Fortana red or golden green. You start to get some of the benefits of that Golf Source platform as soon as you settle into the driving seat. And if you're used to old Caddies, where the driving seat is a little perched and there's little to no back support and the steering wheel is a bit of an odd angle, well, it's not the case in this one. It all feels rather Golf-like, well, in terms of driving position anyway. You don't need to look too far to find some hard, scratchy plastic, which is a bit more utilitarian than you'd expect in a Volkswagen Golf, for example, but it's going to stand up to the rigours of daily family life. It's probably more important than looking and feeling posh, as any parent of young children will tell you, which is why the £12 IKEA high chair that you can hose down in the garden is just so popular. Other user-friendly elements of the cabin include these physical buttons here on the steering wheel instead of the touch-sensitive pads that you get on some Volkswagens. But the slidey paddy things here for the volume and heating controls are still here and are still annoying. Overall though, we've got car-like comfort and car-like equipment levels, which we really like. And we've got loads of space, and on top of that, loads of storage cubbies. So let's see where we can put some bananas. And you can also fit them there. And would you believe it, we've got more overhead storage in there. One did fall on the floor, and I do think it will fit there as well. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to start in the third row. You get 2 seats at the back, and I've already put this headrest up. They are reasonably comfortable, but the only reason why I've got so much legroom at the moment is because the second row is neatly folded forwards. With that in place, legroom isn't particularly generous and headroom is only just enough. So if you're not particularly tall, or if it's just for a short journey, you'll be fine in this third row of seats. If you're Tim Rodey, you will probably be complaining and saying, get me out of here. Now let's try out this row and see what it's like. I did make sure my bare toes were out of the way when I folded that. Okay, you've got 3 seats side by side. This one does not have Isofix, the outer 2 do, and the front one doesn't. So, room for 2 child seats. If your children or adult passengers like to put down their own windows, well, in this car, they cannot, so they will be badgering you at the front. Can you put the window down, please, so they can get some fresh air on their faces? Now, there are two versions of this car. There's the Maxi car, which is the one that we're in, and some versions of the Maxi car get a sliding second row. This one does not, and the standard, the non-Maxi car, also does not get sliding second row of seats. But being the Maxi car, you do get a huge boot. There is 446 litres of space with all 7 seats up. And there are 5-seater SUVs that can't even muster that amount of room. If you fold down seats number 6 and 7, like so, and take them out, you get 1,720 litres of space back here, which is enough to buy a few things from IKEA and maybe some more high chairs if you really need them. It doesn't really drive like a van though. The old Caddy used leaf springs at the back, which made it rather bouncy and unsettled, especially when unladen. Now though, we've got more car-like coil spring suspension, which means that the Caddy now feels more stable, composed and responsive. It doesn't really feel like a Golf though. It's taller and heavier, and it feels a little lethargic in its responses, and there's a bit more lean in the corners. But you don't really feel that though unless you're driving a bit faster than is truly sensible for a car like this. And actually, fast driving of any sort is a bit of a challenge in a Caddy. There are 3 engine options: a 1.5 litre petrol with 116 horsepower, a 2 litre diesel with 122 horsepower and a 7-speed automatic, and this one, which is a 102 horsepower 2 litre diesel with a 6-speed manual. In this car's case, the 0 to 60 comes in a glacial time of 14 seconds. I swear that's enough to make a cup of tea. Now, while the shorter versions and other engine options may be a little quicker, no Caddy is exactly what you would describe as rapid. That being said, performance is adequate and there is enough muscle to keep up with everyday traffic, even on motorways, thanks to that turbocharger. But if performance is merely adequate, you should find that fuel economy is excellent. This low-power diesel can manage an official figure of 53.3 miles per gallon in short wheelbase form and 51.4 in the longer, heavier Maxi. That being said, the petrol version is only going to get you 42.2 miles per gallon if you don't fancy a diesel. In the end, whether a Volkswagen Caddy is for you depends on how much simple, efficient functionality is important to you. It's not fun and it's not fancy, but if you want your transport to be a solid box that's as small on the outside as possible and as big on the inside as it can be, then the Caddy Maxi is the best thing this side of Doctor Who's TARDIS.